Hello, my fireflies, and welcome back to another, well, rather itchy episode of the TheCyanFirefly. Now, I say itchy because I've actually been dealing with a rather awkward situation lately. My house is full of fleas. I believe either one of the cats or one of the dogs brought them in. Yeah, it's a rather uncomfortable situation, which is part of the reason why I've been a little distracted lately. That and Guild Wars 2 also came out, which we are running a guild based out of Sanctum of Rall if you guys feel like joining us. Just whisper Lyiat Gezereth or Asli Riled. I will include the spellings of those down in the bottom. But at any rate, today we're going to take a look at Trine, and hopefully very soon we will also be taking a look at Trine 2. Both games are by Frozen Byte, and both games are actually very good. I specifically kind of want to do that because I want to show you guys the differences between both games. And also, Trine 2 has a co-op mode, which makes it a little bit more interesting. Now, Trine 1 does have a co-op mode as well, but it's only local co-op. Whereas with Trine 2, I could actually play with a couple of other people. The maximum amount, I believe, is 3. Anyway, we're going to hop into Trine, and I'm going to show you what this game is all about.
What lay ahead of our heroes was unknown. They had not seen another man, woman, or child in ages. The undead had transformed everything. They were now surrounded by evil. But our heroes had to press on. They were in search of the tomb. The wizard was sure that it would belong to the founder of the Astral Academy, one of the 3 guardians. If they could find his tomb, perhaps they would find a spell to get them out of the Trine.
Alright, now I have played this game a little bit through. We are a little bit into it. I've actually just kind of gone through the tutorial mostly. So the story so far, there was a large kingdom, and it was ruled by a rather benevolent king who had no heir. As soon as he died, the entire countryside, the entire kingdom really, erupted into full-blown civil war, and an evil undead army rose up to take advantage of the commotion. Now, these particular undead were advancing on a particular location, some kind of wizard academy, I believe, that had several powerful treasures, one of which was the Trine. Now, a thief snuck into that particular academy, and I'm going to just start the level. There we go. Now,
We are beneath
more dialogue.
the Astral Academy. No one has been here for decades.
Aha! My sword shall lead the way! Follow me!
Now, this particular thief, the one you're looking at right now, decided to sneak into the wizard college, or whatever it was, to loot and plunder and basically do whatever she could to make a profit before the undead army came in. How do I switch characters? I've completely forgotten how to... There we go. Now, the wizard who was there... Hold on. I've completely lost track of the story. Anyway, so the thief uncovered a particular treasure, which was the Trine, and once she came upon it, she was transfixed by it. She touched it, and she was frozen there. Which, I guess, somehow woke up the wizard, who was napping at the time, and went to explore what the commotion was all about. Now, the wizard is a sassy womanizer, and as soon as he saw the female thief, he advanced and tried to hit on her, which wound up with him being stuck to the Trine as well. Then finally, our noble knight, our port-bellied but noble knight, felt it was his duty to defend the academy and advanced on his own to fight off the undead horde. Of course, he too caught wind of the commotion, believing that there was a thief nearby, rightly so, and ended up being stuck to the Trine as well, which kind of combined them all to be one entity. They kind of all share the same spot in space-time. It's kind of confusing, to be honest. But, hey, that's it. Now, what exactly do you do in Trine? I have explained the whole backstory, which was kind of long-winded, I'm sorry. But what exactly do you do in this game? Well, it's kind of a puzzle, platformer, RPG combat kind of deal. You do have to fight and defend yourself against these creatures. You gain experience and energy for doing so. And all the while, you have to explore the place. You can utilize all the characters at any given point in time. You have to explore the place and actually kind of solve these puzzle elements. Which, whoop. Come on. Oh, whatever. Ah! The wizard can't fight. He really can't. Oh boy. You know what? I really should just be using the knight for these kinds of things. Anyway, you have to kind of platform your way around and actually kind of explore the area and just figure out the best way to proceed. There we go. I forgot how to levitate stuff. That was my problem. There we go. So put that there, put that on top of the spikes, and I should be able to jump across. You know, for a heavily armored dude, this knight can actually jump around. Whoa, ow. Well, that was a failure. You know what? The thing is, because the wizard can actually create objects, I don't even really have to use that. So put that there. Oop. Hello. That's too big. I also have to deal with this skeleton. Ooh, one shot. Awesome. Alright, so I'm gonna take these. Put this there, put that there. But yes. Okay, other elements of the game. As you might have seen, you can get these green experience potions. Once you get 50 of those, you level up, which allows you to gain a new skill with any given hero. Ooh, don't like that. Alright. Now, what are the roles of the individual heroes? Well, the knight is obviously really good at combat. He's also relatively strong and relatively weighty. So, certain puzzles that require a lot of weight can be used to play... he can be used effectively there. He also has a shield, which can allow him to get... well, maybe if I weren't so inept. He has a shield that allows him to get past certain traps relatively well. Let's get up here. Like this one. But then again, I'm playing, so you have that problem. Alright, so that switch turned on that. Now, is that a temporary switch? No, that does look permanent, so I don't have to switch to the wizard. Now, what can the archer do? Well, the archer obviously has a bow, so you have the benefit of ranged attacks. Oop. But she also has the ability to swing on certain objects, which is useful on its own. Now, all characters do have abilities that take energy. And the most evident one with that is the wizard. Oop. Both of the wizard's abilities take up energy. The wizard can create objects. Haha! And he can levitate them. He can also levitate creatures, which is good to know. Alright. Now, through a combination of all of these individual skills, you must figure out how to get from point A to point B. Now, in Trine 1, it's actually incredibly easy to do so just using the thief. In fact, the thief honestly wound up being the most useful character in the game because she could very easily solve most puzzles by herself. But sometimes it was just easier using another hero. But if you were really dedicated, you could just use the thief for everything. Trying to fix most of these problems. But that's neither here nor there. We are focusing on Trine 1 for the moment, which was a good game on its own. Alright, so we've got some skeletons up there. I really shouldn't have thrown that there. Let's move it out of the way. That was really well timed. I'm quite proud of that. Even though it was by a complete accident, I am actually really proud with how that worked out. Now, you see that little stone statue thing right there? That is actually a waypoint. That. No, you don't, you bastard. Alright. That was actually a waypoint. Now, or a checkpoint, whatever you want to call it. Now, if I do die and lose all my characters, I will respawn there. Alright, let's get up here. If I actually had a co-op partner, the wizard could levitate me up there. Alright, let's try to get up here, shall we? Oh! That was unfortunate. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, the thief is almost dead. That was not wise of me. No, 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 no. Now, the thief is relatively light, so she's actually really good for those kinds of segments. Because you do not have to deal with, falling over. Oop. Let's get down, shall we? Thank you. But yeah, those things will actually fall. They won't fall as quickly. Things like that. Alright, now we've got a chest here. Got some nice loot. Cool. Now, if only I could remember how to get to that screen. Let's check our options menu. I've kind of forgotten most of the controls, unfortunately. Whoops. Customize controllers. Here we go. Huh. I have no idea. There is a menu that you can access. Oh. There we go. Inventory. I should have realized that. Derp. Alright, back out of here. So, there is an inventory kind of screen, which allows you to upgrade your heroes, and it also allows you to give them each equipment. Now, I do have equipment on each of these characters. Which all do different things. For instance, the Necklace of Life grants the bearer more health. Then we also have the Ring of the Spellcaster, which increases maximum energy. The Amulet of Energy Gain. Ooh, it increases the energy of the bearer, but only when that bearer is not active. So that actually sounds really good for the wizard, because the wizard actually goes through energy relatively quickly. I also do not use him for combat. Gotta keep some strategy in mind when you're playing these games, folks. Alright, so I'm gonna raise this up a little bit, maybe? No. Well, that looks sharp and unpleasant. Can we hit that? No. Ow! Looks like we can't hit that at all. That's kind of unpleasant. Well, we do have a wizard. A very magical wizard. Who can create some nice things with his magic. So, let's use those. Make a makeshift, very ugly platform. And get up there. There we go. All good. Oh! Okay, so we've run into a boss-like creature. Who's probably going to have fun with our knights. Here we go. Ah! Ow. You know what? Let's retreat. Ah. Eat my arrows. This is a bad situation. I'm kind of wishing I had something with a little bit more reach. Because jumping and hitting this thing in the face isn't working all that well for me. Oh, there we go. Huh, that was a pain in the butt. There we go. Let's open this chest, shall we? That was not fun. Strength of the Titans. For the knights specifically. Alright, what does that do? I may now pick up small objects and throw them about. Doing so will slow me down, and it will consume a small bit of energy. Huh. Okay, so how do I do that? Shield button. Okay. Sounds good. That wasn't really so much throwing it as it kind of was just pittering it off. Now, normally you don't fight with a wizard, but there are certain exceptions, like doing this. Because that's just amusing. Okay, so what if we put this over here? That'll just fall right through, won't it? Yep. It's not big enough. There are all sorts of little interesting puzzles. Now, I probably could have stuck, you know, created a platform to go there, but I only have so many of those. I can only have 2 of those in creation at any given point in time. So I could run into something up there and figure out that I actually need to have these free. Now, how to actually get over there? Oh, that's what that was for. Alright. I don't actually want to get up there. I just wanted to use something for leverage, I guess, for my thief. Alrighty. Not a problem. Well, maybe there is a problem. How do we deal with this? Well, we could shoot it with an arrow. That sounds about right. There we go. That worked out nicely. Ah. Yes, you can actually use the thief's weight as an aid. You know, you can grab onto something from under it and pull it down. Works very well. Ooh, I have an idea. What if I take some... make myself a block and put it right there? That'll work just nicely. Looks like there was also a thing right there, but I can't actually grab onto that, so... Alright. Now, some of you might be asking, well, why can't you just levitate something and carry it around? Well, you can't, not if you're standing on it. Wizard doesn't work that way. You can't just blatantly cheat like that. The game does not let you. Oh my! That did not work out. Let's try that again. Conversely, we could try to swing up there. Just barely. Okay, let's get rid of you from the safety of up here. A nice health potion as a reward. Moving right along. So this is actually a pretty fun game. It looks really nice too. The art assets are really well done. Has this nice little style to it. And the story segments are nothing to balk at either. They hired a guy who, his voice actually really suits the game. At least in my opinion. And he tells it in a very storybook... Ow. Ow. A very storybook manner. That hurt. Which kind of gives this whole thing a very... Oop. Let's, get over here and stop... Ah! Well, my thief's dead. That's unfortunate. You know, I really should just stop overcomplicating these things. I can get that bottle just by... Let's make a small block. By rolling it off. Just like that. Now I have to get it out of there. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, why don't you just give up on it? Well, it's an experience bottle, and those don't come around. Oh, that is not a small object. I was not anticipating being able to pick that up. So, where was the last waypoint? Not sure if it matters all that much, because all I have left is the wizard. And the wizard can't really defend himself. He only has so many options for defending himself. And none of them are all that good. Oh my. This is not a good situation. Alright, let's spawn there. Hup! 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 Ugh. That was oh, jeez. What was I even talking about? I don't remember. I am stuck as a mostly defenseless wizard. Ah! Oh no! This is not a good situation. Ah! It looks like you have to unlock the... Oh, I'm dead. I've lost all my characters. So, anyway, they hired on a very well-spoken, narrator for this game. I think he does his job very well. Ow. That was unpleasant. I don't know why I did that. And he kind of says everything in this very past tense, storybook style, which I think really suits the game. It sounds really good. Oop. Let's get up here, shall we? The thief is highly mobile. Really helps out when you want to get to a high place. Alright, let's put this up here. And we're gonna need the warrior to get through all those skeletons. I'm glad I have him back. Now, maybe I could have lured them into here. Oop. Oh, boy. Well, this isn't a good time. Get back. Get back. Get back. Now, I don't actually have to charge those arrows. I don't know why I keep doing it. You can really just release them as you will. The only thing holding it does is increase accuracy, which isn't really relevant for somebody who is 2 inches in front of your face. Oh boy. This is actually getting a little hectic. Because I don't have my warrior. And I probably should. Oh dear. Get away from... Ah, he just clipped through the floor there. Oop. Let's get away from you! Oh, bugger. Why did that happen? Nobody knows. But now we have our warrior back. I don't have any particular love for the warrior, but he is amusing. He kind of acts like a paladin from D&D. Very heroic and all that sort of stuff. Oh my. Now how do we deal with this? Okay, I can't seem to grab onto that. Okay, so we can clearly articulate that. Oh, that was simple. Not much thought involved, actually. Can our... Oh. Oh my. Well, that was unpleasant. And that hurts. Wonderful. Oop. And now I'm dead. Of course I am. Alright, let's get these out of the way with the wizard. Probably gonna have to... Oh, why did I do that? Yeah, unfortunately there's... Oh boy. Well, that was stupid of me. You can't really throw things. No, you do not throw objects with the wizard. Oh. And now we're all dead. continue from the last checkpoint. Let's try this again, shall we? But, yes, you don't really throw things at the wizard with the wizard. You just kind of move them. Ugh. If you let go, they just kind of drop straight down. Why is that swinging so erratically? Now let me on top. Thank you! Alright, let's get these things out of our way. And now I can drop you. Get you out of my way. Thank you. Go away. Thank you. And this one cannot come with me. Or maybe it can. Ooh, perhaps it can clear the way for me. Maybe. Guess it depends on how far it rolls. And that's creatively using the environment. Perhaps. I don't know exactly how creative that was. In fact, that thing seems to be killing me more than it actually has ever helped me. There we go. Whoa! It's coming back. Why is it coming back? No, you go this way. I do not want you coming back. Go away. In fact, just stay gone. I don't need you. Ooh, rock this. Get the experience potion down. You have to collect quite a few of those to actually get the bonus for them, which is, I don't know. Maybe they should have just made it a little less. But then again, I'm not entirely sure how long this game is. Oh. Go away, you unpleasant things. Alright, so we're gonna take this, I guess, and stick it into the wall. There we go. And we're gonna do the same thing over here. Ah! Oh, bugger. Ooh. That was actually pretty nice. Alright, let's create this. Stick it in over here. And let's try that again. Shall we? Alright, so take this. And just stick it in slightly lower. Perhaps... still not good. Alright, we're gonna have to try it with that. Ugh, and we didn't die. Good. Some more lovely loot. Energy vial. What's that do? Restores 30% of energy for the character when the energy of the character is used up. It can only be used once and is reloaded when a new checkpoint is reached. Huh. Well, sounds like another item for the wizard, to be honest. Because these guys really don't need energy all that much. I actually haven't seen a single skill for the thief that takes up her energy. I'm assuming we will be getting those later. Trine 2 has things like fire arrows, so I'm presuming there are similar things to that in Trine 1. Well, this is unpleasant. Ah! There's probably something down there, isn't it? Nope. Just lies and deceit. It's always lies and deceit. Ah, and I took another fireball to the face. How lovely.
Look at that. It must be the tomb.
I like the voice actors.
You are correct. This is the tomb of the Guardian. It has inscriptions all over it.
They're pretty witty. They do the job quite well.
As the wizard read the inscriptions, legends of
A little more story for you.
began to emerge. There had once been 3 guardians, each with an artifact to protect. The Trine was an artifact of the soul and righteousness. and a catalyst for the powers of good that had quietly helped raise young, good-hearted wizards in the Astral Academy. The two remaining artifacts were mentioned only briefly. The second artifact, that pertained to mind and power, had been stored in the great castle in the middle of the kingdom. The wizard did not yet understand everything the inscription said, because some pieces were clearly missing. But it was enough. Their destination was the castle, home of the second artifact. Ominous sounds echoed in the distance. A vast wasteland lay between our heroes and the castle. The Dragon Graveyard.
Oh, fun. Well, that's really Trine in a nutshell. I showed you an entire level,
Our souls
which is probably a little bit more than I should have shown you.
Our physical beings are mere images of our soul.
Interesting.
From all this fighting?
Why don't you listen to me? This is exciting. We must hurry to the castle.
And
Yes,
this is
we
the
must.
Dragon Graveyard. So instead of small bones, we go where the big ones rest.
Yeah, considering what's going on...
It's the fastest way to the castle.
Oop, there we go.
Trust me.
Yeah, considering that there's a giant undead army going on, the thief is really the one who kind of seems to have the most sense, to be honest. Why are you going to a dragon graveyard when there is an undead army attacking? I have no idea. Oop. Rap. Rap. Ah. And you're dead. Got a twofer. But yeah, that's just an example of everything that this game has to offer, and it does have quite a bit to offer. I'd like to show you the leveling system, but it actually does take forever to level. I don't know, maybe I can continue on just a little bit more. I only need 9 more. Maybe you'll tolerate me long enough to let me show you that. Alright, let's shoot through here. Ah! Ah. Get you. Die. Okay, 43. Feel like Legolas at the moment. Standing on top of Helm's Deep. 1, 2, 3. 14, 16, 18. Die. Why do I keep missing? That's what I want to know. We've flattened you. Now we can get this back into place. The physics engine's pretty nice, I have to say. I think I already mentioned that. Oop. That'll be enough out of you. Perhaps if I could aim straight. The arc kind of throws me off every once in a while. Now, that seems to actually break the rule I mentioned earlier about you not being able to pull yourself along. But considering that these are actually two separate objects, one attached to the other, it kind of makes sense. Oop. You cannot shoot arrows while jumping. I must endeavor to remember that. It might be a skill you can unlock later on. I'm not sure. You fall down? Go boom. Alright. Let's go across here, hopefully. And not die. That would be preferable. I wonder how you get up there, though. You are unpleasant. Oop. Get away from me. Just chop my way through the lot of you. Alright, so I've leveled up. I'll show you that really quickly, and then we shall go. Alright, so, with the leveling system, I can select any ability I wish, and give it an upgrade. So, for instance, with the Strength of the Titans, which allows me to pick up stuff, I get a temporary speed boost when I... I'm not sure what that does exactly. It allows me to charge. Now, I could upgrade his sword and shield, which allows me to possibly critically hit enemies. And with the thief, I can shoot 2 arrows at once, which all sounds good. Let's get charging. Why not? I have no idea how to do it, but there you go. I do not have access to the next level, which will allow me to summon 3 boxes, I believe, rather than just 2. Oh, 4 boxes. Well, hell. Aren't we getting spiffy? Yeah. Sorry, these fleas are getting ridiculous. It's kind of hard to focus on speaking, playing video games, and not itching all at once. It's been real hell on my guild when playing Guild Wars. Shooting 2 arrows at once. Awesome. Anyway, so that's Trine 2, everybody. I really do hope you've enjoyed a look at this as... plank. Awesome. I can now make planks. That works. A and D to rotate. Okay, cool. I can now make planks. Anyway, that's Trine. I do hope you have enjoyed this look at this game. I've been enjoying playing it, and I hope you consider picking it up, because it is actually a really good game. Here we go. And it is fully worth the money. It is pretty cheap. You can pick it up on Steam, Gamersgate, and other such areas where digital downloads are possible. Get the experience potions down here. And, you know, just try it out and have some fun, because it really is a fun game. It's fully deserving of your time and attention. As I said, I will be looking at Trine 2 later on, so do look forward to that. But for now, this has been Lyiat with TheCyanFirefly, off to make the TLDR before I go to bed. Farewell! Ah! Bad idea. God, I'm an idiot.